Previously on the Stars of Huzuz.
So should we be practicing cooking?
I've got these t-shirts that say Ricardo's special blend on them.
Can I have 20?
A small, bright white rock floating in the stars.
Sit down in front of Grick. I want to read.
Wait, are you the windy woman?
They do have hammocks and the barbecue looks good.
Satara was betrayed. I stole this in time. You must take it now, before the betrayer knows it is missing.
Welcome back to another thrilling episode of the Stars of Huzuz, brought to you by the Troubadours. It seems that the NPC Ricardo has become a fast favorite amongst our closest fans. There is some fabulous original fan artwork of this character. How can one see said image? Join that Discord in the description below. My name is Ben Brady, the DM. Here's that fabulous adventuring party.
I'm Emily Blair, and I play Sir Reginald Wellington III.
I'm Ashley Marie Robillard, and I'm also Selene Nightshade.
My name is Jessie, and I play Charla.
I'm Haas, and I play Beetle.
I am Philippe Lesperance. I am playing Gilbert Heatherington.
I am Jacob O'Shea, and I play Billowby Fiddlefern.
My name is Tom Lynch, and I play Kailu Yingwye Gwestedir.
And without further ado, onward to adventure. Everyone has completed a long rest.
Woo!
Yay!
However,
Oh no.
Woo! Oh no.
Yay.
the level spell slot that Greater Invisibility holds will be missing from your spell slots, Beetle.
Son of a bitch!
What is this? Did I take this from you, Kai, in the middle of the night?
So yeah, Beetle, does Beetle remember?
Indeed, Beetle, in your Beetle Earth body, you have no recollection of your dream.
Great.
Amazing.
Everyone else remembers what happened.
What is this? I don't want this.
I will take it.
It appeared out of nowhere. You said somebody gave it to you. You were a windy person.
I just take it from Beetle.
Yeah, just be like, I'm just gonna grab that.
Oh, I'll take that. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
Charla, you and your imagination. What dreams you must have.
You were there.
Well, sure, we're best friends.
Aww.
Kai was there. He's not my best friend.
I'm very well rested.
You know, one day I wish we didn't have bad dreams.
Were you guys in each other's dream too?
Yes.
No.
Like Kai flips around this disc. We found a piece of the Ori.
Oh!
Yay!
Did? Wow.
Yes.
I don't know what this is yet, but I'm keen to find out.
Maybe an Arcana or a History.
I need an assist. I flip it over and I hand it to Selene to, let her see it.
Selene, you, looking at this item, you first of all, with an 18, remember what Shara Kalikhan said, that Satara stole two things, the Talisman of Tehran and the Dimensional Loop, which is one of the objects that is part of the Ori of the Wanderer. You believe this great ring is that, indeed, the Dimensional Loop.
Oh, that would make sense. It's a loop. But we did meet Tehran. Tehran. Did we meet him? I mean, we didn't meet him, but he was there, kind of.
That sounds exciting.
I was told he was present next to Windy Beetle.
Windy Beetle was talking to someone. We don't know if it was Terra. Yes, we do know if it was Terra.
We do.
Okay.
Yes.
We talked to Terra.
Wow.
Don't gaslight me.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to remember. Beetle, I don't know if you remember this, but when you communicated with the other beings, you said what they said over. Keep doing that.
That sounds really smart.
You said that they had little trinkets that had colors. There was a green one and yellow ones and red ones. And I said, I have a blue one. And then nobody responded to me.
That is true. No one responded to you because I didn't know what the context of those crystals were. However, I feel like I recall something. Does Kai know something from his talks with Grick or something like that about how Razim was?
Yep, and even the spiders, the grown-up spider babies who you fought in two separate encounters, had two different types of these.
Oh.
The one that you saw most recently in the Spire of Core had a blue one. The blue is the favored, and the green is the worthy.
Yes.
Yes.
I was there for that. I did really good in that chapter of this book. I'm doing less good now.
You're able to identify it. I can provide the link for it if you want to know what it does exactly.
It's a loop.
You've had an interesting experience, Gilbert.
Yeah, I did.
Having read this sacred tome in your sleep, you read this whole book.
Like, I was inside the necklace. Grick was there, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Oh, fuck.
Guys!
Hey, what's up, buddy? Good morning.
Yeah?
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Jesus, coffee.
I had the craziest dream. It was like I was inside this, like, gem world. Like, kind of look like the necklace gems, but sort of like I'm inside of it, you know?
Okay.
It's a vibe, okay.
It's a mood.
But I was inside there, and, like, time was, like, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly kind of, like, shit.
Uh-huh.
Like, time moved slower, but there was this dude in there, kind of like in a meditative stasis. He kind of looked like a Beetle, but clean.
Oh.
And maybe older. Goblin-y, monkey-looking dude.
A goblin monk?
No, a monkey.
Who?
A monkey goblin.
You guys have talked about Grick, but I don't actually know who he is.
So, older gentleman, monk, long grey hair.
Yeah, sounds about right.
One of his ears has like a bite mark torn off of it.
Yeah, ish. That makes sense. But yeah, he did have the top knot. His top knot game was strong.
Okay.
That sounds like Grick.
Interesting.
Oh, and I read my book.
You read a book?
Yeah, this one. And he goes into his pack, takes out the book. I read all of it.
Oh my god.
Well done, buddy. You can read.
I know.
I wrote in the official technical advantage that you get in the Loots and Goodies. Something worth knowing about your Channel Divinity feature, slightly enhanced. In addition, you also wake up with this melody, this kind of lullaby stuck in your head.
Ooh.
And it was playing in this weird little moon realm that you were just in.
Right, the shadowy faces, right.
Do I recognize it?
Can you sing it for us, Phil?
I don't know the tune.
Or Gilbert?
Toreadora.
Oh.
I'll let you interpret it, Phil.
Make it up.
Okay, so, oh, shit.
It's just a bunch of scatting.
It's all feeling a little bit staticky, but I'm like, I have a song stuck in my head. I don't know. It's like, I don't know.
Selene.
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I don't got it.
Roll with advantage a history on this melody.
Okay.
It's like a melody. It's like a fanfare.
But I think as far as dreams go, that probably means that you're worried about a promotion at work.
I got a 21.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You recognize this melody, and you know the sort of drow elvish words even. This is a song for Eliestre. It is a melody that it is indeed a lullaby. It's often used in drow culture to lull children to sleep, and the words have to do with Eliestre watching over you, and there's even words about the conflicts in the world that we carry with us, we can put to rest while we sleep, and let those troubles not cross with our own lives while we rest, is kind of a rough translation.
Was this something that I may have sung to my sister a bunch?
Yeah, it's definitely probably something that's in your family.
I'm almost certain that this is a lullaby that my family sings all the damn time. Usually in the vein of like, hardships happen, shit can be rough, there's always you can make it through though, baby. I'm not, again, so undercaffeinated. But I don't know, it sounds like, I think maybe there was something going on tied to either Eliestre or my sister.
From what we know of Gilbert's dream is Grick was in there, Eliestre's lullaby was going over, and he was in sort of this meditative time-lapse state.
There was like a bubble almost, and like, Grick was holding back all these, like, demonic, scary faces, too. So, like, maybe trying to protect against something. Everything around was just, like, this starry realm with the faces, and then inside was, like, Grick and me, and that was about it.
It sounds like he may have been getting protection.
Did he talk to you?
He didn't say anything. He, like, looked like he was just there. He just, like, was, like in his mind being there.
Weird sleepover.
But he was alive. He is alive.
Yeah, he wasn't dead.
Dream, right?
He was breathing.
Can I look at the necklace bracer thing?
Gilbert just takes his neck and just, like, goes like this.
Which one did we take off of you, Gilbert?
We took off the bracers, so I still have the necklace.
Still have the necklace. Got it. Beetle would like to peek in and see if he can see Grick inside of this little thing. He's gonna look in the gem and just,
hey, buddy,
and just see if he can see anything in there. What
All right.
should I roll for that?
I guess you can use your passive perception if you'd like.
Sure, I'll use my passive perception of 23.
Yeah, might as well.
No sign of your old goblin friend Grick where you're looking.
Well, I don't think he's in there.
Damn. Well, we'll have to go back and sleep again.
All right. I guess this would be... I'm taking this as good news, seeing that our friend is still alive, even when we weren't certain he was.
Oh.
And he's not caught in the actual dream realm, which is good. But he's caught in this other realm, which he appears to be safe. Selene, if this is true that Eliastre's lullaby was overhead, and what Gilbert has been mentioning, that he seemed to be warding off any of the evilness that could have been in that dream through meditation or through the lullaby, he seems safe, but his time may be short.
Selene, what did you dream?
I don't think it's relevant. It was just an actual dream.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't seem to happen to me, but I forgot that sometimes we go to sleep and some actual important things happen.
Yeah.
You can come with me next time.
I would love to.
Whatever this is, the conduit seems to be Beetle.
Mm-hmm. For whatever reason.
For whatever reason, Beetle seems to be the pathway into this dreamscape. So whenever he is around us, we have the ability to enter into this dreamscape. Whether it is Beetle that is that person on the other side that he becomes. What Beetle looks like, he's not Beetle in his form as a goblin, but in fact he is changed into a wispy wind woman.
And somebody told that wispy wind woman that Satara was betrayed. Beetle relayed that, I believe.
We believe in the conversation with Taron that Taron was maybe warning whoever Beetle was in that form that hell is going to happen soon.
Oh.
And doing so gave us the dimensional loop of the Ori.
Yes.
And we somehow ended up with it after we came back from that dream with Beetle holding it.
Yes.
So this sheds a light on a few more things. That we have a connection to this place. However, I feel like if Beetle is killed or destroyed, we lose that conduit.
Oh.
Okay, so don't die.
What?
If we were to give Beetle some of this potion of your most ideal dream, would that then create the dream of Beetle as we know you now? Or this Beetle you might also be?
That is a good question.
That depends on the definition of what your ideal dream is.
Yeah, let's go. I want to see. Give it.
I am concerned because you said that hell would break out soon. So I'm concerned that if we do go back to this dreamland, negative things would happen. So maybe we should continue on our regular plan to see if we can get more of the pieces.
How many pieces are we missing?
Well, so far we have the dimensional loop, the chronolometer, we have the Wheel of Stars.
Yeah.
We have 3.
And we're missing 2, right?
There's only 5.
I thought there were 7.
There are 6.
Oh my god.
There are 6. So we're missing 3.
What is the talisman then?
That was just something that was holding.
It held Taron.
It's also the object that Grick originally came looking for when he came to Zakhara.
Ah, that's right.
And you, Charla, told Satara that he was looking for that.
As everyone's talking about this, I think Beetle, just a sort of animal instinct, like a hair raise, comes over him and he's like,
You know, there's sort of a rule when you live in the wild that you don't keep your food stash all in one place, because if it gets taken, then you're out of food. Are we sure that keeping all of these things together is what if we're just doing this lady's work for her, gathering all of them, and then she's gonna ambush us or something?
At the very least, I'm carrying 2 right now, and I feel like maybe we should spread that love a little as far as holding things go.
I take 1, I've lived this long.
Oh no.
You do raise a good point, Beetle, but I feel like this person is searching for these items. And so, do we leave these items where they are so she can find them?
Or do we keep them moving?
Or do we keep them and protect them from her and have to probably fight her later?
Oh, we're gonna fight her.
Satara might have had one idea. Now, Alira might have a completely different idea of what to do. And we don't know if she needs all of those things in order to enact her plan.
Or at least whatever she's doing and taking over that world.
Oh, that sounds bad. Then yeah, I guess we should probably
keep them.
Using the orrery as a tool to achieve this.
I like that idea that we spread them out so everybody has one.
All right.
I don't want one.
Then to clarify, I have the Wheel of the Stars. Who wants the Dimensional Loop?
Charla.
Yes?
Has anyone fucking read the Dimensional Loop? Because if anyone should have it, it is our rogue.
Hey, that's me!
It is all about sneaking and, like, jumping, like, distances. Like, you can jump 60 feet as if it was 5 feet in front of you.
Ooh.
Oh, the leaping bush. Here we go. Give me it.
I'm going to hand it to Charla and then look around and say, I feel like I'm going to hold on to the clock.
Yeah, I can turn back.
Selene has the chronometer. Charla has the Dimensional Loop.
And Kai has the Wheel of Stars.
From our list, we're currently missing the Far Gear, the Rotor of Return, and the Timepiece of Travel.
Do these fit in with one another?
I must warn all of you that when these pieces are separated, and from my readings on these pieces, when they are not installed into the Ori of the Wanderer, the magic might function a little sporadically. So if you do use it, there might be a side effect that happens because of it. It says determined by the DM as a side effect.
Hell yeah, it does. It's in the rules.
It's in the rules!
Ben knows.
Side note real quick. Make sure everyone reads the second paragraph on the Orrery of the Wanderer page, because that kind of clues into what could happen.
The destruction of all mankind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As it tapped into planar magic, the Orrery began to manifest darkness and malevolence inheritance to some of the planes.
Yeah.
Eventually, it impress upon its owner a desire to open portals into the most cursed and dangerous worlds, including the Far Realm. So that's what we have to look forward to.
Oh my god. There are 7 charges of gate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus, contact other plane, demiplane, gate, plane shift, teleportation circle. Oh, I'm so very afraid.
I relay all this information from the readings that I've done on the Ori of the Wanderer.
Yeah.
Kai, I'm so hungry. This is a history lesson, and I just
all I'm saying is it's dangerous when it's together.
Without, like, actually trying to put it together, if it looks like we have enough parts that I could tell, like, oh, this would maybe go with this part, this would go with maybe that part.
How about a quick flat intelligence?
16?
With this third piece, you can now start to see how things start to connect. You can see, one of the spur gears of one of the devices actually does sort of work into the internal toothing of another. One of them has bevel gears, which kind of work contrary to the hypoid gear. So you're starting to actually, literally, put the pieces together.
Did anyone else have any weird, crazy, spooky dreams?
Nope, nothing happened to mine. It was fine. Everything's good. Shall we get some coffee?
Yes!
That seems like a lie, Reggie. Are you lying?
I don't know what you're talking about. I never lie. Let's go.
You don't lie.
I think you're lying, Reggie.
Inside check.
Isn't it part of the Knight's Code that you're not supposed to lie or something? Reggie? Reginald? Reginald?
He just kind of like bursts into tears.
Reggie.
I dreamt about my brother.
Oh,
oops.
Charlotte's just
Charlotte, what have you done?
I was like, Gilbert attempts a group hug.
Listen.
Gilbert, not now. Not now.
I don't take kindly to being lied to. Nobody does a deception on me.
That's a little ironic coming from you.
It's okay, Captain. You'll be all right. Just deep breaths.
You're okay, buddy.
I know you're not ready to talk about it now, but we can always talk about it later.
Okay.
Let's go get coffee.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Should we see if Ricardo has coffee? He's a good lizard, so maybe he has coffee.
There's a tea shop down that way.
We go to the tea shop. Like, I'm holding Reggie and, like, I'm patting him and just, like, leading him to the tea shop.
All right, great.
So we go to the tea shop. I order coffee. We should probably think about which direction we should be heading. Either to Rubban the Potion Master.
To see Rubban.
We're seeing Rubban first. That is our goal.
Yes. I remember nothing. I know nothing. However, what I do remember is that I made the decision last time that we should just skip the whole nonsense and go see Rubban because there's a person whose name we know.
It does seem easier.
And everybody was like, don't go there, except Rubban lives there. And I went, let's do that.
All right.
Let's go there where we know a person who has a name.
Charla, I've never seen you this passionate before.
Yeah, I've also never seen you this, like, cognizant and with it. Is it the tea that we had yesterday?
Did you have a weird dream too?
I'm into it. Hell yeah, Charla. This is great energy. I am actively, while this conversation's happening, gripping Kai's arm. Just being like, please give me the coffee. Please give me the coffee. Please give me the coffee.
Here.
Thank you.
Gilbert's letting the adults talk. He's just sitting there, looking confused.
Let's go fight some monsters!
Selene drinks her coffee, looks at Charla, and just goes, "You're in the pocket today. I'm loving this. I'm loving you. Let's follow this energy."
I concur. Let's go.
I like the idea that Charla somehow is a morning person.
Yes!
Beetle's just hanging out in the dirt outside, getting one last jump in the trash sesh in while you all discuss this.
Perfect.
Yeah, Reggie's just drinking some green tea and his hands a little shaking so you can hear it rattling a little bit, and he's just like,
well, it seems we're all mentally sound to go after this Rubban.
Oh my god.
I just want to put my cooking skills back to the test. I fucked up the cake, but
You'll get your chance. Well, it was supposed to be a pie, so maybe that's where you went
wrong. I know. That's what I'm saying.
It was supposed to be a pie.
I mix my recipes up in my head. I was never good at that part.
We should get you a little book so you can write them down.
And also, Rubban may actually have some more ingredients for whatever we decide to make.
Ooh. So we should go see Rubban.
Or we could cook Rubban.
We could cook Rubban. No, absolutely not. Beetle!
It is too early in the day for us to murder someone. We need to at least wait until we've spoken to another person outside of our party.
Do we want to get some cookies to go from the tea shop?
Ooh, I could have a cookie.
Of course, Captain. Let's get some cookies.
Yes, Reggie, we can get you cookies.
Always.
Thank you.
To go cups.
We ask the tea bender or the barista.
I just imagine instead of a water bender, just tea.
Tea tender. That's what it's called.
It's the Tauren who was waiting on Reggie and Charla yesterday.
The awesome Tauren.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Would you like some cookies with that?
Do you have any shortbread cookies to go?
Some cookies and a double Americano. Let's go, my guy.
Yes, that's 3 copper a dozen.
Okay.
I don't have any coppers.
I will pay.
Thank you.
All right.
Through the window, again, Beetle's just going to be jumping through the trash.
Should we bring a gift for Rubban?
Like what? What do you suggest?
I don't know, cookies or something. He lives out in the desert. Maybe he wants, water.
Well, my good Tauren, do you know this Rubban?
I do not recall one by the name of Rubban.
Ah, very well.
Do they dwell here in Raziz? I'm not familiar with this individual.
Is he in Raziz?
I thought he lived in Vishap's Teeth.
Oh, speaking of which, my fine Tauren, have you ever been to Vishap's Teeth? And if you have, what can you tell us of it?
Should we take toothpaste?
I've never spent much time there. The structures have been there for many centuries and are a bit mysterious in origin, but most folks have stayed clear of them as of late. I believe one of them has been glowing a strange red from a distance, and people tend to take those things as bad omens in these parts.
Yes.
Indeed.
Well, if one of the teeth is inflamed, I believe it needs a dentist.
My gods. My gods.
I like shiny things. Can we go toward the glowing shiny thing?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Well, we make a big circle, and Kai points at the map that we've laid out on the table, and he points at, we just hit Bishop's Teeth, we circle back to Natifa, or if we need to rest, we can go back to Raziz and go back to Natifa. Does that sound like a plan?
I like it.
All right, so you enjoy a little breakfast and some coffee and tea and whatnot, and gather your things, and you set off towards the Bishop's Teeth on Camelback. Does that sound correct?
Yeah.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
Because of that, you'll travel at a decent pace, be about 3 hours journey. I will need, with advantage, a survival roll from someone, because every time you traverse this high desert, there's a potential for something to occur.
Who has the highest survival?
I have +8.
I have a +5.
I have a +0. So,
I rolled a 20.
I got a 27.
Let's go with that one.
Yeah,
Just it's just Beetle and Gilbert in the front, just talking. It's oh yeah, we know where to go. Easy.
For flavor, can this be Gilbert naming his camel? Can I name my camel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your camel's name, buddy?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey and Gilbert.
Jeffrey the camel.
Nice. Jeff.
Nice.
I think he likes it.
Let's go, Jeffrey!
Spits.
Does Beetle have his own camel? I feel like Beetle is just...
I feel like Beetle and Jesse are...
Beetle and Jesse.
Beetle and Jesse.
That's you. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. You talked about yourself.
That's your own name.
Oh my god.
I'm so in the pocket, you guys. I'm so in the pocket.
I feel like Beetle was like sharing with somebody.
I think everyone has a camel.
Winifred.
Great. So we got that really good survival check. So let's have, I guess, Gilbert or Beetle roll a d4 for me.
Allie, you won, so you go for it. You can do it.
Great. 3.
Nice.
All right. The journey is pretty much uneventful. So you travel. The morning sun's rising over the high desert. The temperature is starting to rise to that nice, warm, familiar desert heat. And eventually a few hours pass and you do see in the distance these Vishap's teeth, these interesting kind of pyramid-like structures that almost look kind of like organic mountains, but also seem a little bit consciously created. And they're in this formation of sort of a square, and they're a distance of a few hundred yards away from each other.
God doesn't draw in straight lines.
You also, as you approach, do see that one of the far ones, the western one, is glowing this interesting sort of red, the southwestern one. Maybe not glowing as much as it just seems to have a sort of red veneer on it from far away. Maybe the sun combined with whatever it is makes it seem like a little bit of an ominous glow. And you also see by the southeast tooth this little hut from far away.
That must be where Rubban is.
Ears open.
Shall we go investigate?
Yeah!
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
Perfect.
Onward!
Woo!
I move with Reggie and whoever else wants to come towards the hut.
Okay, great. Yeah. So you'll approach this hut. As you get closer, you see this dwelling. It's just this solitary hut that's kind of surrounded by these piles of objects, mechanical debris, sort of recovered knickknacks, and it's kind of like a disorganized junkyard kind of around the outside.
Hello there.
Yoo-hoo!
Hello.
After a moment, you see, not from the door, but from behind, a slowly moving turtle, which is a turtle folk, who's carrying some different objects, has been tinkering or whatever out in his courtyard, and he comes out from behind the building and sort of looks at you. He's got this dry, leathery skin. He moves slowly. He's wearing these sort of dark engineer goggles, and he's got this kind of scowl in his cracked mouth and kind of looks at you a little skeptically.
Hello, you must be Rubban. I'm Kai. Trixie has sent us over. In the case of you can help us answer a few questions.
Who's Trixie?
I'm sorry, who did you say you were?
Kai Yingwye Gwestedir, Prince Commander, Third in Command of Heatherington. And these are my compatriots from Huzuz, Captain Reginald Wellington III.
He immediately gets to one knee. Good sir.
Priestess Selene, young one called Gilbert.
Yo!
A small thing of a goblin called Beetle.
Hello.
He's friendly, do not worry. And Charla, aka Charlemagne.
Last but not least.
Forgets most things.
And Billowby's here too.
Yes.
I like that you basically talked about Beetle like someone talks about a dog. Don't worry, they're friendly.
Beetle won't bite.
He doesn't bite
friendly.
often.
Just let him smell you.
Yeah, exactly. Don't make eye contact.
It may pee on your leg, but it's okay.
Fine. And what is it I can do for you?
We have a few questions about the Bishop's teeth, and also a few questions of the potentiality of an artifact being within these teeth. First off, why is that far pyramid glowing red? Do you know?
It has not really concerned me. I don't really spend much time on that side of the teeth, and it doesn't bother me much.
What do you do out here?
I'm a collector of sorts, and mostly mind my own business, and go about scavenging things I find of interest or value in the desert, and bring them here to my hut.
Oh, cool. I do that too. I don't really have a hut. I just keep them on my body. See, there's this one, and these guys that I found in the desert, and then there's these thingies. If you shake them up, they get all bright and shiny.
Fascinating. And he's been kind of distant, but maybe just takes a little step forward and kind of looks a little bit at Beetle's trinkets and jars and baubles and things.
In the sake of this, we might be open to trade.
What? No!
Well, we don't have to trade your glowy things, Beetle.
Okay.
But we would be interested in trading a coin. perhaps, if we see an artifact that we would like to purchase from you.
Ooh, nice.
Would it be okay to peruse around your hut? Or is there anything to sell? Or are these all mementos that you wish to keep?
What I sell, I bring to the market, usually every few weeks. You can find me there, in Raziz.
All right. I could see this is the collecting portion and not the label of listing.
This is my home.
Gilbert, just raises his hand like a kid, in class. Would you possibly be interested in a bracelet of drow origin?
Oh, shit.
I bet you haven't seen that before.
Perhaps I could take a look.
I present them to Rubban.
All right, Rubban will roll on them.
Don't break them.
Interesting objects, certainly of magical quality, and this gem is particularly interesting inlaid in both of the bodies of these rings, but I'm not usually in the business of buying. I usually scavenge my own things, so I don't have a great deal of interest in purchasing or trading from you.
What's your favorite thing you've ever found?
Many treasures I have found across the days, and it's hard to pick just one. You put me on the spot a bit.
He's so cute.
Do you have anything that would, make a ghost like food?
I probably have some cookery, fine pots and pans, food processing mechanisms, things of that nature.
Reggie's gonna whisper to Kai and Selene, should we ask him about the orrery? Or is that too forward? Can we trust him yet? I can't decide.
I thought we were getting to that. Can I also, while I'm saying that, look at this beloved turtle man that I'm already kind of obsessed with, and just, get a vibe if he's cagey because he's always cagey, or if he, seems like
he's got secrets.
Is particularly unwilling to engage. How's he feeling about us, essentially?
Sure, maybe an insight?
What is your purpose in being unhelpful?
Is this just you normally, or are you being particularly cagey because we mentioned the place that probably has the glowing object?
Yes.
Oh, it's a nat 20!
Yeah! Yay! First nat 20 of the day.
Yeah, with a natural 20. Indeed, at first he seems a little bit grumpy, grouchy, shows certainly some genuine qualities about himself as you, talk about objects, show him some cool artifacts, some cool baubles and things, piques his interest a little bit. He stays a little distant, which is to be expected. What you'll notice with a natural 20 insight, which probably feels even a little bit more like a perception, but I'll certainly give it to you with that roll, Selene, is that as he's observing these rings that Gilbert is showing him, you notice just around the outside of one of the lenses of his black goggles, you see a little red crust by his eye.
Oh, that's wait, is that from way back when?
The sight rot.
Sight rot? Or...
What? Sight rot. What? Did he just get hit really hard in the face and now he's bleeding a little bit?
It's more like an organic kind of pussy fungus.
Oh, yeah.
Sight rot.
Yeah, sight rot.
How do we cure that again?
Leaves of core.
Leaves of core. Core leaf tea.
Which we have.
Which we have.
You.
Who's gonna tell him?
Hey, buddy, you got something on your face. Did you know that?
I'm going to be sorry, what was their name again?
Rubban.
My name is Rubban.
Sorry, Rubban. My coffee is currently sort of entering. I thought all the way here on the ride that it would hit, but it certainly has not. Pardon me for mentioning this, but I've noticed that you might be afflicted with some sight rot.
I'm not sure exactly what you are talking about.
Have you noticed feeling maybe a little unwell recently, or have you been working with new organic materials that you hadn't come across with before?
I am in the peak of health. I am in a better state now than I have ever been in my many long years of life.
Uh-oh.
Sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe that. So my favorite thing to do when talking and having a conversation like this, where clearly we are interested in talking to you about some things, I think it's best to have a show of good faith. We do have other things we'd like to present to you, but just for the sake of having this conversation, may I offer you and maybe share in some tea?
I don't feel comfortable accepting anything from a group of strangers until you've made it clear what it is you desire of me.
A new best friend.
I want to try and persuade him, I think.
Okay.
Be like, well, I think in order to be able to facilitate that conversation, it would be best if we had it over tea, just as a show of good faith in coming to the conversation.
I agree. I think it's good to have this conversation so we can tell you what it is that we are looking for.
It's the most suspicious thing that
I know.
ever happened.
It feels really sus.
Selena's like, I'm not good at this part of talking to people.
It's why Kai is queuing in and is trying to give you advantage here.
I feel like we're on American Pickers.
As a fellow old person, I too get some eye gunk occasionally. I'm in the peak of health as well. Can I roll a charisma and see if this works?
Let's let Selene's roll resolve first and then see where it goes.
Okay.
Did I get the help action from Kai or no?
Yes.
I feel like it's disadvantage. Imagine if this happened in a movie or real life. A bunch of strangers come up to you and two of them are no, we have to drink tea. Yeah, no, he's very right to not trust us. This would be
He's definitely right to not trust us, but you know what? It's tea time. It's time for tea.
Selene also thankfully just has something about her that's naturally charismatic, so as sketchy as this is, she's hoping it'll come off well. I also have a +9, so I hope this works out. Woo! Okay, 27.
Nice.
We like that.
Okay.
With a 27, Rubban will say, perhaps I could invite you in for a cup of tea. I'll start boiling the jug.
Thank you so much.
Perfect.
I really appreciate it.
Is there a fence that we can park camels somewhere?
Tie them up wherever you see fit. You could tie them up next to Bessie, my camel, if you'd like.
Aww.
Sure.
Jeffrey, let's go meet Bessie!
Does Bessie also have sight rot? Let's,
Yeah, what's best? Can we inspect Bessie?
Yeah. I'd say as soon as you go over to tie up your camels, you see this camel tied up, and in place of its eyes, instead, there is red fungus coming out of its eye sockets.
So maybe we don't put our camels next to this one.
Yeah, let's keep that very far.
Let's keep our camels over there.
Poor thing. Poor little baby.
We should give Bessie some tea as well.
Yeah. Does sight rot make you blind?
Yeah. It blinds you.
Well, it rots your sight.
So he couldn't see my bugs at all, the liar.
How about anyone who was in book 1 can roll a history on sight rot?
All right.
Oh, no.
I got a 4.
18.
19.
Thank God for Reggie.
Wait, Char, I think is that a nat 20 technically?
Yeah, it would be a nat 20.
So, Charla, that is a nat 20.
Oh, cool.
You get -2 in history.
To you, Charla, even though your roll is technically lower than a 19, it is a nat 20, which is a success of great proportions. You remember in your introduction in book 1 at the farm.
Ah, yes, that book 1.
Amal and Amal's husband, whose name I forget.
Gary.
You have seen the sight rot in a boar before that was drinking at your lake.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
You also know that you cured that boar. Its eyes were still intact. It was just bleeding from them.
Ugh.
However, when you went to find Golibdur and you fought the first blink spider, Mother, she had been totally taken over, meaning her life expired and a new life began within her from this fungus, and her eyes were completely gone and the fungus was emitting from them.
Oh shit.
You know, I think I forgot that for a reason.
So what we're saying is Rubban is too far gone.
Or Bessie's too far gone.
And Bessie?
Bessie's too far gone.
I thought Bessie's too far gone, but Rubban isn't too far gone because it isn't completely taken over, is it?
We haven't seen him without his goggles yet.
Take your goggles off, buddy boy.
I don't think we have to waste these core leaves.
I'm not emotionally prepared.
Hey, Gilbert, you were talking about talking to dead people earlier this morning. Do you want to see if you can hear in his mind to see if he's still there?
Yeah, we have a dead person for you.
Oh,
we have a dead person to try this on. Let's do that.
Finally.
Can I try to mind link with Rubban? See what's going on?
Yeah, Rubban has gone inside and started to put the kettle on, started to boil some water for tea.
So we can strategize real quick.
We're outside. All right, so we're going to murder this guy who didn't trust us, or are we going to try and save his life?
I like the idea of us trying to look really inconspicuous next to his various piles of things.
I could just imagine all of us, we just pull up to this camel, we see the camel turn to us, and we're like, up!
Yep.
Okay.
And we do a swift 180-degree turn and we go the other direction with our camels.
Yeah.
God, I love Rubban. I don't want to kill him if we have to kill him.
He's giving steampunk Ninja Turtle.
Can we not save Rubban? There has to be a cure. We have to be able to save him.
I don't have Revivify.
I don't have any of those kinds of spells.
I guess we go inside so I can talk to him mentally.
He's still within 80 feet.
And maybe see his cookware.
Can you talk to him mentally from here?
We don't want you to get sight rot, buddy boy.
We don't want you to go in there.
Because it has to be an eyesight, I'm pretty sure.
Is there a window?
Can I do a investigation to see if there is a window?
Yeah. I'd say you can just tell that there is maybe like a dirty window that leads into
We're just gonna fucking peep on this. This is insane.
As Phil does that, Kai is gonna go actually inside.
I'm coming too.
I'll stay outside with the camel.
I'd rather be a dirty peeping Tom from outside.
Yes. We asked you to stay outside with the camels.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just like sneak around to the window and try to look in the window.
I will babysit the child.
Beetle is outside and his hackles are raising. He's like, yeah, something isn't right here. There's just like his animal instincts are going. Can I just cast locate object and see if Beetle can just find the device in like one of these junk heaps or something?
Probably.
Obsessed.
Let me look it up.
Yay.
Does he need to know what it looks like?
My thought is, because I always have to like rationalize why Beetle has these gifts and like what powers he can take. So I think because he finally like he got one of the pieces in a dream and then brought it back into the real world, I think it like woke something up in him, like his connection to the Ori itself. And so he's just like,
Yeah. Oh, I think it's closer than we think. Maybe we don't even have to go into the red creepy temple.
You are, I would say, familiar enough with these pieces.
Great.
That you, when you cast locate object, you get a really strong glow vroom, 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 from 3 of your companions, because you're kind of looking for pieces of the Ori. You also get a faint glow within 1,000 feet of you that seems to be to the west and down underground. Those of you who walk in, you see this, it's this little cluttered single-room home, these different like objects and mechanical and restorative experimental things around. There's a stove where Rubban is boiling water, and he pours some tea into some cups and brings it over to a table and invites you to join him.
Oh, yes. Thank you, good sir.
Yeah, I take the tea. Can I inspect around to see if there's any other, like, visible signs of sight rot?
Also, is this the tea that we provided with
no, it's one he brewed for you.
Great.
Oh, I thought he was just boiling the water. That's on me. I should
he took a teapot and poured this tea into this these cups for you.
Then while Kai is looking for sight rot, I also am going to kind of look around a bit for anything that could be to do with the Ori pieces that we're looking for.
I'm going to do some sort of check to make sure that this tea that I am about to consume is not poison.
Okay.
And full of sight rot fungus.
Maybe a nature?
Yeah.
Okay. 11?
With an 11, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. It's maybe just a different type of tea than that you've been drinking so far in the desert. Smells pleasant enough.
Ooh.
Has a nice herbal odor to it, brownish in color.
Ooh, what flavor is this? This smells quite fragrant and delicious. What blend? Do you have your own proprietary blend of tea?
I hope he says core leaves.
Indeed, I dabble in herbalism and have come about to create my own blend of herbs for tea, and I hope you enjoy.
Well, thank you so much. What other kind of blends, just out of curiosity, what kind of blends of tea do you have or are you interested in?
Perhaps we can discuss that when you've told me a bit about what it is you would like from me.
Fair.
I doubt you came all the way here to talk about tea leaves, unless I am mistaken.
Well,
no.
We are currently investigating a recent outbreak of sight rot. It is a highly contagious fungus that has been spreading and sort of killing the eyesight of anything that it comes into contact with. And we figure that an herbalist like yourself and a potion maker like yourself may have even more information on this sight rot.
I have not come across anything like this. Perhaps something from where you come from that has not reached our land here in the desert.
Totally. Yep.
Rubban, we haven't told you what it looks like, so how would you know? Maybe we should describe it to you a bit.
How about you roll another insight?
Get him.
Yeah, unnatural 20.
Yeah. Dirty, baby.
How about we all enjoy a nice cup of tea, and then we can discuss such things.
No.
I'm outside with Charla, because I'm trying to be sneaky. Charla!
Yes, dear.
Trying to be sneaky. Yells.
I hear that you have a proclivity to be a bush.
I do.
Can you turn into a bush so we can sneak up behind the...
Why don't we just say it? Just be like, dude, you have this.
The reason why we ask these questions for you is because we see signs of rot on your face and on your camel's face as well, and pretty significant amounts of it. Whether if you've been experimenting it or if you've been working on it, any information pertinent to that research or study would be of great help to so many people.
I agree with you. I believe there is potential to help everyone.
Heat metal on the goggles.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Here we go.
I cast magic missile.
As you cast heat metal on the goggles, Rubban will shriek, "Ah!"
He specifically takes 9 points of fire damage.
Ow.
Okay.
For the fate. You guys, what if he was just trying? What if he was about to be like,
I like baking. Here, have a cupcake.
And we're just...
I'll say we're going to have turtle soup pretty soon.
Oh.
Get out. No way.
Natifa's favorite.
Oh, so maybe we can cook Rubban.
Selene does this and is like, I have some regrets.
The goggles will sear his flesh, and he will scream wildly and use his little turtle claws to try to get the goggles off of his face. He has taken that 9 damage, and as he tears off the goggles, you indeed see full sight rot myconid spores emitting from his eye sockets.
He's cooked.
He's toast.
Fuck!
Oh no.
And and then go ahead and roll the damage on your magic missiles, Tom.
Can you guys imagine if Selene hadn't seen this sight rot and we just drank this dude's tea and all fucking died?
Yeah.
You know, that is my plan for a real life The Last of Us kind of situation. I'm just dying.
Good job, Selene.
So I'm casting at level 1. 3 damage for the first one, another 3 damage for the second one, and that's another 3 damage, so a total of 9 damage for magic missile.
All right.
Pew, pew, pew.
They thud into his underbelly, his exposed turtle front. He will step back and say, "It is a shame you have chosen violence, for you could have been, and perhaps still can be, part of the circle. It is destined for you and all in this world to join us. Give in now, and the struggle will not be so difficult for you."
No, we are going to kill you, good sir.
We'll keep it a free jump in when you want to initiative for now.
Big rip.
He's too far gone, man.
Oh.
We couldn't feed him core leaves.
Alrighty, candle is lit.
The candle has been lit.
Gondor calls for aid.
Yep.
How big is this hut?
It's probably like 25 by 25.
Oh no.
Tight knit.
This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, Beetle is going to, after casting locate object, gonna run up to the window or the door and just poke his head and be like,
Guys, I know where the thing is.
and then he's gonna see it.
Oh boy. Okay, well, I guess we're fighting. Gilbert, Charla, we're fighting. Reggie, what do we do? What's going on?
Reggie is gonna say to Turtle Man, I will struggle every day fighting for the individuality of the races that populate this earth, and he's gonna take a big swipe. And I'm gonna use, for the first time, Core Greatsword of the Blinding Sun.
Boom, baby!
Woo!
He's already blind, though, but it works.
Really going for it, though.
8. So that's my first one. It's
Isn't that technically a 1?
yeah, shut up.
Was it a natural one?
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's a natural one. If it's red like that, it's a natural one.
No.
Yeah.
Not to be the kid to ask if we have homework. I'm so sorry.
You bring the sword down and it accidentally chops the table in half, catapulting cups full of liquid in every which way. Everyone who is in here, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
I'm outside.
Yeah, but certainly Selene, Kai, and Reggie will have to make this save.
I get a nat 20.
Hey, that's a...
Nat 20, not good enough. This team, no, just kidding.
Jesus, my heart dropped into my butt.
I was about to throw hands.
I was like, damn, I got 22. Fuck.
We are super fucked.
And Kai.
7.
No!
Bye, Kai.
As Kai finishes casting some missiles, suddenly there's a clunk, and you turn just in time for some liquid to splash onto your face and trickle down across your lips.
Ah, shit.
Make for me a Constitution saving throw.
Don't forget your bardic.
Okay, dice jail. Dice jail with you.
Yeah, you can add a D8 if you want to.
Ooh, yes, please. So that's a 10 total.
It tastes like a interesting herbal tea that's just entered your mouth a little bit.
Oh.
Great. I'm definitely mouth watching with core leaf.
I'm gonna take my second attack.
Sure.
We're gonna see if this is better. Oh, fuck yeah, it is.
There we go. Way better.
It is a crit on a 19.
Oh.
Oh, baby.
So we get 26. He also has to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw or be blinded.
He's already blind.
He will not be blinded, but go ahead and roll damage.
20 damage.
12 plus the crit 8, yeah, 20.
Yeah.
Because you roll double
Holy
dice.
shit.
As you finish saying, I will fight for the individuality of all on this world.
Yeah.
Your first swing splinters the table, but then through the splinter still midair, you leap up and your golden hair shining. You come down and you, at a nice diagonal, cut through his soft turtle flesh and cut him clean in half.
Oh my God.
And his body falls onto the ground, revealing inside of him is just totally full. He can't even see organs. Just completely full of this red fungus that undulates a little bit at being disturbed.
No.
Before stopping moving.
Burn it!
Set it on fire.
Burn it!
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's so gross.
I'm gonna cast create, but I'm gonna be like, get out of there!
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Wait, can I see this happen? And, I feel bad for the camel.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna have to put the camel down, honey.
Yeah, I need to put the camel down.
Okay.
What do I want to do? I want to one-shot it in a flavor of, not Old Yeller, because that's wrong, but just
Very wrong.
Oh my god.
So I Am Legend when Will Smith has to put the dog down?
Yes, we'll do that.
no.
Yeah.
Upsetting. Upsetting.
Spoiler alert.
I was like, I forgot that part.
Forgot about that.
Can I just cast, I'm just gonna hit it with my sickle.
Okay.
Very Grim Reaper.
Very Grim Reaper of you.
Wait, that's not gonna kill it.
Do you want me to do it, Gilbert?
Well, no, I'll do it. I'll cast,
Nobody said you had to.
I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness at the second level.
What?
For a camel?
You're gonna make it even sicker?
It's gonna kill it.
Just let Reggie decapitate the camel.
Yeah, don't burn a spell slot.
Wait, no, you're right.
It's
you're
already dead.
right. Oh,
It's already dead!
Wait, sorry. Sorry. Never mind. I'm not gonna kill it. I feel too bad.
Okay.
But this is a question that I do have. Do people with eye rot
Sight rot.
technically count as undead because they are the host is no longer living?
I don't think so.
Cool. Just curious.
Yeah, they're not undead.
Okay.
He's dead
So I'm
now.
just gonna take 3 steps back from the camel after seeing the insides of the turtle.
We need to burn this.
Yeah. Okay. So Beetle is going to look at everyone just staring and be like,
Okay, once again, I will take care of this.
and gonna cast Primal Savagery as a cantrip, make his nails go super long and sharp, just like he did with Shara and is gonna just try and very cleanly, wherever the main artery is or whatever, just gonna try and slice with his razor sharp nails to try and kill this thing quickly.
Make it clean. Make it clean.
All right, attack roll.
14 to hit.
Hit.
Mozart Requiem for Bessie.
We'll honor her. All right. Well, that was only 5 damage, so hopefully.
Oh, we are failing at killing this camel.
Just twitching on the ground now.
Not quite as smooth and clean.
As you take a slice at Bessie, she will stagger back and turn towards you, Beetle, spores out her eyes. And like camels are known to do, spit in your face.
Oh no!
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
12.
12 is just enough to get out of the way of this cocked up reddish loogie.
Gross.
I think maybe we should just all chew some core leaves on the way home.
Can I try and catch it in one of my jars?
With a 12, you are not able to catch it in one of your jars. It hits the sand.
Oh, you almost got me. One more time. Sorry, buddy. I should have made that a little bit cleaner. I'm so sorry, Bessie, but we can't have you just wandering around the desert.
Oh, well, that's a nat 1.
Yeah, that was my concern.
This is not going
This
well.
is not going well.
It's too tall.
This camel is going to be the downfall of the party.
The neck's too high up there. I can't get it.
With a nat 1.
I'm gonna die. This is how I die.
Yeah.
With a nat 1, perhaps you are a little bit too fascinated by this strange red goop that's at your feet. And you decide to use your claws to scoop it up into a jar. And, Beetle, you're perhaps not so cautious about this sort of thing. You like gross stuff. It definitely gets on your skin and under your fingernails. Why don't you make for me a constitution saving throw? But you do get a jar of spore-infected camel saliva.
Yay!
If it's worth it.
Nice.
Positives. There's a silver lining to everything.
Beetle's like, totally worth it.
Another 12.
Great, now we're carrying a jar of infection.
Yeah, it's nice and goopy. It's fun.
Oh, sticky. Can someone please kill this camel so I can burn this house down?
Oh my god.
Reggie's gonna run out of the house.
I need core leaf of some kind. Kai's eyes are shut. He's trying to spit. I've tasted the semi-nice, suspicious herb tasting tea.
Okay, well, let's leave this room and start making some tea in the front lawn.
I'll go deal with Bessie.
Thank you.
Great.
Somebody needs to.
Once Bessie is done, let's put her in the house and we can burn the house.
You're gonna burn the camel alive?
I want to loot the general front yard area of things before we burn it.
See if there's a hatch door, maybe?
Something.
11 to hit Bessie.
11 will hit.
13 slashing.
This is a very clean execution of this creature, and it will collapse dead on the ground.
Thank God.
So you wanted to do a quick scour around, Selene?
Yeah, in all these, the piles and stuff.
Yeah. Investigation.
It's a 6.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a bunch of junk, It's mostly trash to you.
It's gross here. It's very gross here.
Ooh, can I do an investigation if I've got one of the orrery things? Can I investigate something?
How are those? You can definitely investigate, but what is the connection?
Why are those two things connected?
Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't it have special powers?
It does have special powers, so you're welcome to look up the things that your objects do in that link I put in the loot and goodies.
I definitely read that.
I don't think offhand that it has to do with searching or investigating.
I'm a sleight of hand. Can I sleight of hand something?
What do you mean?
I just want a sleight of hand. I don't know. I'm just trying to get some stuff.
Who are you stealing from? The guy's dead.
The dead turtle.
You might be able to sleight of hand something after I get some information.
Okay, do that.
Okay.
You do that.
Since now we're in eyesight of a person, can I indeed talk to Rubban, his actual Rubban, in the great beyond? Since we are within eyesight, and I want to talk to dead people.
All right.
Mind link with Rubban.
His actual Rubban, meaning his actual sandwich.
I would like to mind link with the sandwich.
With actual Rubban, because I can see his body.
As you attempt to mind link with Rubban,
the camel comes back from the dead.
You can tell that his life long left this body.
Oh, Rubban.
The consciousness that he was able to fake, basically, he was able to give the facade of his own ability, means that the myconids were able to tap into his consciousness to the point where they absorbed his knowledge and incorporated him into the circle. You are able to mind link with this mass of writhing red spores as it's still dying itself. Join us.
Don't.
I'd rather not. But, question. If Rubban happens to be in there, or maybe you're feeling charitable, I don't know. Is there anything in this vicinity that we should know about, in his hut that we should maybe take? If you're feeling spicy and maybe a little bit, kind right now, about give us a little hand, maybe?
We'll join you if you give us something.
All that is ours is yours. All that is yours is ours. Join the circle.
You may now kiss the bride.
But could you be more specific? What can we just take that is yours?
All will be clear when you are a part of us.
All right, bye. I've had enough of that now. You're weird.
Disconnect phone call.
I'm gonna hang up now.
They need to work on their sales pitch.
The call is coming from inside the house.
Yeah, Gilbert's like, guys, I tried to mind link with Rubban to see if we could get anything. I can't. I talked to the Myconid node. They are boring.
That was a crazy thing you just said. What?
That, not to be reductive, but, red myconid spores, glowing red mountain. I am starting to get worried. Should we maybe get some PPE for this adventure?
Yes, I agree.
PPE?
What is PPE?
Personal protection equipment?
Like masks and goggles?
Well, the turtle had goggles and it didn't help him any, now did it?
Yeah, but it might have been after.
Yeah, maybe they put it on him to hide it.
You know what we should do though, real quick? Burn this place down.
Love it.
Bunch of little arsonists.
I'm gonna start making tea away from all the gross shit.
Yeah, anyone who is infected, potentially, have some tea.
Me. As I'm moving towards Selene, Ben, can I make an investigation check, looking for any sign of maybe a door hatch or any sign of the Ori piece?
Yeah, an investigation maybe?
Well, I saw it way off to the west and underground. So I think we gotta walk a little bit.
I got a 10.
With a 10, you don't see anything. There's a curtain on the side of the room that has a little extra compartment behind it, perhaps.
Can I look behind there, actually?
Yeah.
Can I just take my staff and just open the curtain?
Yeah. You will see that there is indeed some cellar stairs that seem to descend down.
I think Kai should go since he's already pretty much infected. Sacrifice yourself, buddy boy.
Okay, I finished making the teas. I've made 3, one for Beetle, one for Kai, one for if anyone else gets infected, that I'm just gonna keep in a little bottle on us, pre-made, for whatever we're about to do.
So how many doses do we have?
We have a good chunk. I'm gonna say that I used the dried core leaves.
So we have 3 dry core leaves.
Yeah, so I made 3 doses. Is it a leaf per, is the ratio 1 leaf for 1 dose, essentially?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, then I used those 3 to make the ones for Beetle and Kai, and then I have a thermos of tea that I'm just gonna have on me now.
I chug that.
Cool.
I lap mine up like a dog.
Wonderful.
I pat both of your heads while you do this.
Thank you.
Is the cellar in the house or is it outside?
It's inside the house.
Well, we definitely shouldn't burn it down yet.
Not yet.
I feel perhaps we should just burn it all down so it doesn't have the opportunity to infect it. If it's underground, we can clear some of the debris away. Perhaps Beetle can mold earth, etc., etc. Or perhaps it is a tunnel that leads to the other Vishap's teeth.
That was also my thought.
So I feel like we should burn this place down, my lord. Do not spend any more time in there. You have already been infected once.
Well, if we do burn it down, we will have to wait until it fully burns down for us to inspect the basement. Whether it goes into a tunnel.
Well, and then there'll be smoke in the air that might call attention if they're probably already gonna know because they're hive minds, but we don't need Nadia or anyone to show up to this as well. I think let's just go in the basement. Or maybe we can vote at this point.
We're gonna have to burn this down anyway to stop the myconids from spreading further.
But what if in setting it on fire, it just puffs out little spores and then it spreads even faster with the smoke because it lifts the spores?
That's what I'm worried about.
Because that's how fungus works.
Can I do a survival check or some sort of nature check to see if that will happen?
We know from book 1 that the only way to get rid of it is to burn it because we burned it before. But we just have to stay away as it does its puffy spore thing.
So we chuck the hand grenade and run.
Yeah, my vote is put the camel in there, burn the thing down, wait, move the shit, and then explore the cellar.
That's my vote as well.
Yep.
Beetle would like to do one more before he does create bonfire. One more investigation just to see, because Rubban had been out here for so long and clearly had died a long time ago, but the spores stayed in this body and had still clearly been collecting stuff. I just want to see if there's any rhyme or reason to what they were collecting here.
How about an insight?
What the fuck? I'm rolling absolute shit. 8.
You're maybe a little too fascinated with your new goop in your jar to think about such advanced progressions of thought.
It's true. See, this is what I get for trying to make Beetle like an actual player. It just goes badly. He should just, focus on his bugs and his goo and just shut up.
Perhaps they are looking for the orrery pieces.
The circle?
Well, they were looking in the wrong place. It's way over there.
Yes, which is perhaps why it is red and glowy. Perhaps the myconids.
We should go over there.
That's what I said!
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
We're burning the stuff down. We're gonna walk over there, but potentially does the cellar look like it is pointing towards where I saw the locate object, Ben?
It is an angle down to the west. That's right.
Okay, great. Then this tunnel might lead us directly there.
This tunnel might also be infected.
Yeah, but it's all gonna be fucking infected.
I have a feeling that might be a theme of our day.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
think so.
I have another thought. Perhaps Selene could provide us with a little bit more background information. Could this myconid be an agent of Shadow Unmentionable?
Alira?
I mean, she likes people who are easy to control, so I think she'd be into whatever the fuck this is.
Can I make a history roll on the circle?
Yeah. And you, of course, Kai, having been on this sort of team of Huzuz brought people in to help with the general crisis, your kind of crisis management, you would know about this. So how about you roll as well, with advantage?
Okay. Ooh, so I got natural 20.
Hey!
With a natural 20, you know that the myconids, they came into this world because of the horrible rift that the cultists of Akabar opened. They were one of the just horrible things that were beckoned through. They are indeed of an astral descendancy. They come from the Color Spray Nebula. You happen to remember also that the Color Spray Nebula was in that chapter that you recollected that Zobeda was talking
The
about.
Color Spray Nebula in perpetual orbit.
Yes.
Right.
I've listened to that episode a lot.
Same.
It's a giant nebula that's basically in the opposite orbit as the Galleon Nebula.
Right.
Right.
You also know these myconids. They were used in sort of terrorist attacks by the cultists in the city. You've never seen them reach a level of intelligence or development that you've just witnessed here in Rubban. It's kind of concerning that they seem to be adapting, that they are able to gain more intelligence and consciousness. Clearly, they have an agenda of their own.
I wonder what they learned from Bessie.
And whether that's aligned with others, it's probably not unless those others have joined the circle.
Right.
I burn it down.
Burn it down!
Way to go, Beetle.
And if there are other questions specifically about the myconid fungus, Kai, you've read up a lot on it. Just remind me that you got that nat 20 and we'll fill you in.
You got it.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna create a bunch of bonfires and just try and burn this shit down as fast as possible.
Is everyone a safe distance away?
Everybody have your safety goggles on.
I am literally already so far away.
Celine's like wearing a scarf as a mask.
Very good.
Excellent.
You can carry out this controlled burning after a series of rounds. You burn enough radius where the building, the mud and canvas of the structure begins to collapse. And, it's totally engulfed in flame. And then a little while later, it's just a smoldering pile that just smokes ash and ruin.
Perfect.
Alas, dear Rubban could not be saved. Do you fancy yourself an artist? Send us a little fan art of Rubban. Or maybe you're a map maker. Show us where his hut is by the Bishop's teeth. Or just jump into the Discord and say hello. My name is Ben the DM. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on The Adventure.